Nolan Cassidy stood at the edge of his impossible fortune. A 100-acre ranch, bought for $1. The weathered fence stretched under the blistering afternoon sun, and the main house loomed in the distance like a forgotten relic. But when he pushed open the creaking front door 3 hours later, he discovered the deal carried an unexpected burden. Someone was already there. Soft footsteps echoed upstairs, deliberate, cautious, as if trying to go unnoticed. Nolan froze, hands gripping the brass doorknob. The house was supposed to be empty. Boone Carter, the seller, had sworn it at the land office, his eyes flickering away. "Nobody's been here in years," he'd said. "It's all yours." Yet, there she was. A young woman appeared at the top of the staircase, dark hair loose around her shoulders, wearing a faded dress. She didn't scream or flee. Instead, she gazed at him with a strange resignation, as if she'd long awaited this moment. "You must be the new owner," she said, voice steady. "I'm Iris Quaid. I've been keeping this place alive." Nolan's mind raced. Keeping it alive? For whom? Why hadn't Carter mentioned her? He studied her face for deceit but found only quiet strength, reminiscent of his mother in hard times. "The seller didn't mention anyone living here," he said. Iris descended the stairs, each step measured. "Boone Carter doesn't know everything about this ranch," she replied. "Some things run deeper than a deed." She pulled back a faded curtain, revealing the vast grasslands beyond. "I've been here 3 years. This place saved me when I had nowhere else to go. I've patched the roof, cleaned the well, mended the fences. We've been taking care of each other." Nolan felt his dream waver. He'd saved for 5 years to buy this land, a chance to build something of his own. This rundown ranch was his future. But standing in this dusty room with this unexpected woman, he realized his $1 purchase had bought him more than property. "Why'd Carter sell it so cheap?" he asked, sensing the answer would shift everything. Iris turned from the window, fear flickering in her eyes. "Because," she said softly, "he's not the only one who knows I'm here. And the others aren't coming to negotiate." Nolan set his leather satchel on the table, questions swirling. The afternoon light cast shadows across Iris's face, revealing the weight of secrets. "Who's coming for you?" he asked, steadying his voice. Iris clasped her hands tightly. "Men who think I stole something valuable," she said. "They've been hunting me for 3 years." "Did you steal it?" Her eyes met his, unflinching. "I took what was mine. My father's gold claim. He died in a mining accident, and these men produced forged papers, claiming he owed them everything. They took our home, our land. I took the original deed and survey maps proving our claim. Documents that could ruin them in court." Nolan recognized the look of someone pushed past their limits. He'd seen it in himself after his wife's death. "So, you reclaimed what was yours?" Iris nodded. "But getting to a courthouse alive is the problem." Hoofbeats interrupted them. Iris peered through the curtain, and Nolan joined her. 3 riders approached along the trail, too far to identify but close enough to mean business. "Is that them?" he whispered. "No," Iris said, studying them. "But they're moving oddly, too fast for travelers, too slow for urgency. Like they're searching." Nolan's stomach tightened. He'd bought this ranch to escape complications, to live simply. But these riders signaled danger. "I should go," Iris said, turning. "I've brought enough trouble here." "Where would you go?" Nolan asked, surprised by his own concern. Hours ago, he didn't know she existed. She hesitated, revealing the truth, she had nowhere left. The riders drew closer, their intentions unclear but threatening. "How long before the dangerous ones find you?" he asked. Iris glanced at the riders, then back at him. "If those are who I think, they already have." The riders stopped 50 yards from the house, spreading into a semicircle to block escape routes. Their faces were hard, weathered by years of taking what they wanted. "That's Wade Harper," Iris whispered. "He works for the Maddox brothers. They've found me." "What exactly did you take?" Nolan asked, needing clarity. Iris knelt by the fireplace, prying up a loose floorboard. She retrieved a leather pouch and rolled papers. "The deed to the richest gold claim in the territory," she said, unrolling a map with intricate notations. "My father mapped every vein, every pocket of gold. The Maddox brothers killed him for it, then learned he'd hidden the real documents." Nolan studied the map, a treasure worth a fortune. "Enough to buy half the territory," Iris confirmed. "Enough to hunt me across 3 states." A sharp whistle cut the air. Harper dismounted, hand on his gun belt. "Iris Quaid," he called. "We know you're there. Time to settle this." Nolan's pulse raced. 3 years of carpentry had given him strength, but not experience with men like these. Yet, seeing Iris's pale face, he couldn't abandon her. "There's a back way," she whispered. "Through the kitchen to the creek. You could slip away." "What about you?" She smiled sadly. "I'm tired of running." Nolan made a decision that surprised him. "No," he said, stepping onto the porch. "This is my property now. I didn't invite anyone." Harper stopped at the porch steps, his cold smile promising violence. "This is private property," Nolan called. "Move along." Harper's smile widened. "Looks like the lady found a protector. We're here for a talk with Miss Quaid about property that belongs to our employer." "I don't see legal papers," Nolan said, noting the riders' coordinated positions. "Anything on this ranch is mine now." Harper chuckled. "Legal papers? Funny. We figure Miss Quaid's been squatting, taking what's not hers. Maybe she found items that need returning." Inside, Nolan heard Iris moving, hopefully hiding the documents. He needed to stall. "She's not here," he lied. Harper's expression darkened. "My man Johnny saw 2 figures in that window. He's got sharp eyes." "Maybe shadows," Nolan suggested. "Old houses play tricks." "Maybe," Harper said, unconvinced. "Or you're protecting a thief. That makes me wonder about you." The threat was clear: abandon Iris or face consequences. A floorboard creaked inside, and Harper's men tensed. "Time's short," Harper said, checking his watch. "Call her out, or we search the place." The silence stretched. Then the door creaked open, and Iris stepped out, defiant in riding clothes, a pack over her shoulder. "Enough," she said. "This man's not involved, Harper. Let's settle this." Harper grinned like a predator. "Step down, Miss Quaid. We'll discuss terms." "You let him go, I'll come willingly," Iris said. "No violence." "You don't have to," Nolan protested. "Yes, I do," she said softly. Harper pressed. "The documents proving our employer's claim to the Quaid mine. Where are they?" "My father died in a cave-in caused by your employer," Iris shot back. "There are no documents." Harper's patience cracked. "We know you have them. We'll tear this place apart." More hoofbeats echoed, fast and hard from the east. Harper spun, hand on his gun. 5 riders approached, dust rising. "How many?" Harper barked. 4, maybe 5, Johnny replied. "Pushing hard." Harper cursed. "Change of plans. We're taking you and those documents now." "I don't have them," Iris insisted. "Search the house," Harper ordered. Nolan blocked the steps. "Not my house." Harper drew his gun, pressing it to Nolan's forehead. "Last chance." "Wade Harper," a voice shouted from the approaching riders. "Step away." Harper's eyes widened. "Sheriff Bennett," he muttered. Someone tipped him. The sheriff, a lean man with gray whiskers, wore a badge glinting in the sun. "Drop your weapons," he called, his deputies fanning out. "Nobody dies today." Harper's gun stayed on Nolan. "That depends on you letting justice proceed." "Justice?" Bennett scoffed. "Hunting a woman across 3 territories." "She's a thief," Harper growled. Bennett dismounted. "You're making a mistake, Harper. The Maddox brothers don't own me." Iris stepped forward. "Stop. The documents are under the fireplace floorboard." Nolan's heart sank. She was surrendering her leverage. Harper's eyes gleamed, but he kept the gun steady. "Johnny, get them." Bennett's voice cut through. "I wouldn't, Johnny. I've got a warrant for Harper's arrest, murder, robbery, conspiracy. Helping him makes you an accessory." Johnny froze. "You didn't mention murder, Wade. Get the papers." Harper snapped. Bennett continued. "The murder of Thomas Quaid, Iris's father. A witness saw you rig the mine collapse." Iris gasped. "Someone saw Pete Harden," Bennett said. "He saw Harper and the Maddox brothers sabotage the mine. With those documents, we can hang them." Harper's gun trembled. Johnny backed off, and the third rider fled. Harper stood alone, panicked. "The Maddox brothers won't stop," he whispered. "Put the gun down," Bennett urged. Harper's desperation peaked. He shoved Nolan aside, aiming at Bennett. Nolan dove off the porch as shots rang out. Harper fell, hit by deputies' bullets. "Is everyone all right?" Bennett called. Nolan rose, bruised but unharmed. Iris nodded, pale but resolute. "Is he dead?" she asked. "Caught him clean," a deputy confirmed. Bennett turned to Iris. "I'm sorry it took so long for justice. Testify with those documents, and we'll end the Maddox brothers." "I've waited 3 years," Iris said, retrieving the papers. 2 hours later, Bennett and his men left with Harper's body, promising to return for Iris's testimony. The sun set, painting the sky in vibrant hues. Nolan and Iris stood on the porch, the silence now peaceful. "You'll leave once this is settled?" Nolan asked. Iris smiled. "Where would I go? I've cared for this place 3 years. It'd be a waste to leave." "It's my ranch," he said lightly. "True," she agreed. "But you got it for $1, and it came with someone who knows it. This land's big enough for 2. Nolan thought of his lonely years, his dream of building something lasting. He'd planned to do it alone, but standing with Iris, he saw a new possibility. "Partners," he offered, extending his hand. "Partners," she agreed, shaking it. As stars emerged, they walked into the house, ready to build a life on a $1 ranch and a shared chance.